I read a book a few years ago. It was called Just Walk Across the Room. It's by Bill Hybels. Best book I've ever read on evangelism and sharing your faith. Very simple. One of the chapters, he talks about your before and after story. And he says that your story is your simple, straightforward before and after explanation of Christ's work in your life. And then he challenges you in the book to write out your story in 100 words or less, something that would just take 60 seconds to tell. So that at any moment when somebody asks about your faith and the door opens and the opportunity's there, that you could just say, here's my story. God did this in my life and, maybe it'll work for you. Just real simple. Here's what I wrote down. I took the challenge. I wrote my story. I said, I used to spend most of my energy trying to be a better person. I thought the goal was to get through a day without doing something wrong and then just string as many of those days together as I could. But I always came up short. Then over time, I began to grasp what Christ did on the cross. And I began to understand grace. And now I live with the freedom that I am accepted in spite of my imperfections. And I realize that the goal is simply to admit my dependence on Him each and every day. It's 97 words, right? I fit. It's a really cool thing for me to do that, to kind of think through, what's my story? Well, what's your story? What is your story? What has Christ done in your life? It doesn't have to be adventurous and dramatic. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. It's just this special, unique story that's yours and can minister to someone. And there's a lot of ways to tell it. It can be a conversation that you're having with somebody. Maybe you're a business owner, and maybe you call in your employees one day and you say, you know what, I just want to explain to you why our business is so blessed. Here's my story. Maybe you offer a Bible study to them. Maybe if you're a painter, you paint it. If you're a musician, you write a song about it. If you're a student, you slip it into a term paper, right? You can blog it, you can Facebook it, you can Twitter it, you can YouTube it. All kinds of ways. Here's what I want to challenge you to do today. Probably by tonight, we'll have it up on netgroups.cc, but we're going to post a link there where you can tell your story. I want to hear your story. I want to hear what God's done in your life, and we can kind of exchange ideas and see what people are talking about and how God's changed you. And my hope is that by sharing it on our website, that it'll kind of inspire you to kind of bring it down to a concise little story that you can know and share with other people. And you can begin telling your story. But look for that and post it at your leisure this week, and let's see what comes of it.